And take 3 is on the air. And how about that for a beautiful rainbow? Let's see if that does the job. We need a good rainbow. We need some good fortune. So let's try it. Everybody crossing their fingers. Welcome into Pip's Planespotting Live, take 3. And hopefully you're enjoying that rainbow. And thanks to Flair318 for his contribution. Hi, everybody. Apologize for the issues. Sometimes they happen occasionally. Yeah, let me know how it looks, DB. So I was trying to mess around with a couple things. I think I found one of the issues is the hotspot was using like 4G LTE, which is so old. And so I moved to a different area of the parking garage, see if that makes a difference. Let me know if you can hear everything okay. Check out that awesome rainbow. Looks like we got double rainbows, a weak one and a strong one. Awesome, dude. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, look at that. How about that for a nice welcome back? Yeah, I would not be, I will not be denied. Okay, Aviation, how's everything looking and sounding? I moved a little bit. Glad to have you back, bud. And I used Flair318's new thumbnail. Credit him for the new thumbnail. Flair318 did an excellent job. And that color is a bright rainbow. It's pretty awesome. Welcome back. Can you hear me okay? Sorry for the issues, but I think we finally got it resolved, thankfully. Awesome, man. Well, that's a sigh of relief. So, yeah, thanks, DB, sticking with me. I know you're running away to Carolina Aviation. I understand. I won't hold it against you. But that is a great way to start the broadcast. Almost a, if you guys can see a double rainbow almost, is just beautiful. So beautiful that I can actually get it from my iPhone camera too. Welcome in, everyone. Pip's Planespotting Live, revisited. Thanks to Flair318 for the thumbnail. Put this sour melting mineral in your mouth. Looks pretty good, don't you think? Yeah, much better. Yeah, who is Red? Who's Red? I'm not familiar with Red River Aviation. Tell me who he is. Okay. Yeah, sun is setting. Yeah, sun is setting. Tony, I know. What a surprise. I tell you what, I was having some technical issues before, and I thought I was just going to give up, but there's the rainbow for some good luck. Yeah. Yeah, flare through. I am going to. All right, D Beast. Cut him a little slack, but I was going to talk to him about that and say, I don't think we have any 380s here in Salt Lake City. But, well, thanks, Tony. Glad to meet you on the Carolina Aviation stream. Yeah, pretty good scenery. I'm going to hold on to this and this times out perfectly because it's a little bit light traffic wise. Things start to heat up after 7:30 with a lot of departures and arrivals. So, and I brought my generator, so we'll be on for the next several hours. But yeah. Oh, okay. Well, awesome. I'll have to check him out. Okay, Aviation. All right. I'll have to check them out. No, I am. I turned myself off. I did check myself off briefly to make sure I was sounding and hearing okay, but I am off now. D Beast, my apologies. What's up, DFW? Thanks for coming back, and things look much better now. Things are much better now, and look at that. We got a rainbow. Nice, nice, strong rainbow. A Flare 318. It looks great, except maybe we should pick a plane that is more realistic to Salt Lake because we won't be getting the A380. But I love the effort and it looks good otherwise. Yeah, I did have a 380 from Los Angeles. That is very true. I'm gonna email you actually, Flair, about. I would love some more thumbnails, and I'll email you about that later. I'll probably email you tomorrow. So, hey, Kagan, what's up? Welcome to Salt Lake City in the rainbow. Thank you for the likes and the support. Glad to have you back. And yeah, we're doing much better now. Quality is much better. All right. I know, Greg. Finally, after all the technical issues, we get this beautiful photo. I wish I don't take this the wrong way, but I wish I wasn't streaming and instead photographing. But fantastic. TFW, I will email you, but I'm not going to release any secrets. You just can't give up. 200 bucks cash, huh? Sounds good. Okay. Well, we do appreciate Flair was kind enough to do this out of the generosity for free. And so we really appreciate that, along with Singularity, who did the other thumbnail. So we do appreciate that greatly. Flair did an awesome job. Welcome in, everybody. This is Pitch Planespotting Live. Yeah, KLM was on the west side, and I kind of figured that was going to be the case. DFW, you know that. But we should expect them for an east side departure. Although the Delta London arrival landed on this side. Too bad the quality wasn't that great. Yeah, I can send you the link for that. Okay, stand by. Thanks, Flair. Yeah, and Tony, great question. Stand by. I will be glad to answer that. So while we have a moment, yeah, thanks for the like and support. This is Pips Planespotting Live. Thanks for your patience and getting those technical issues resolved. So you can see, yeah, kind of see downtown from here. It's golden almost. So Tony, your question about what equipment do I use? Right now, I have a Manfrotto 290 tripod, a Rode shotgun microphone, a Canon R7 camera, DSLR, and a MacBook Pro laptop. And what else? What else do I have? I actually use a headset too, so I can have my hands free. Yeah, I love the cannons. I can't get away from them, Tony. How many jumping jacks can I do in 60 seconds? Probably 25. I'm going to go 25. 25. All right. Let me get you okay that Facebook link there. DBs, you don't want to see me jumping up and down. I'll tell you that much. That is for sure. 12 ton for $5 super chat. I don't want to injure myself, so I'm gonna have to turn that down. Uh, if somebody else was running the camera, yes, but I'm the only guy running the camera. I can't be the host and the cameraman if I injure myself. So let's see. DFW, you don't contribute anything, so I'm definitely not going to bite on that. And thanks to everybody who's tuning in. Welcome in to Pip's Planespotting Live. Yeah, well, D Beast, I trust you. I don't trust DFW. He's not old enough to have a credit card, so that's easy to answer that question. Yeah, we get a Southwest departing here on the east side. That is Southwest 1430 getting ready to depart to Oakland. You put yeah. So many requests at once. I don't. Uh, yeah, D Beast is going crazy. Crazy. So just so you know, for you new timers, so Salt Lake is a hub airport, which means there's going to be peak periods and there's going to be low periods. And right now we're in a little bit of a low period. We have some arrivals and departures kicking off at about 7:30, but for now it's going to be here and there, just like with this Southwest flight that's headed off to Oakland. DFW Pip, DFW Flare 318 was kind enough to do that thumbnail, and so I figured why not. So he was very nice to share his talents. You drank too much tonight? Are you still in Miami, D Beast? Yep, Flare 318, Southwest 1430, 737 700. Off and rolling. Yeah, I'm wondering if D Beast is still in Miami. That's my first question. Okay, that's cool, Flair. And thanks for everybody tuning in. Pip's Planespotting Live. Top of the hour, time for new METAR. I can see a few of the so Flair, yeah. While we have a minute, that's we can certainly look over at the gates. So, for example, the gates here that you're looking at, they are supposed to be finished. They're currently under construction because they're brand new, but they should be finished within 2 weeks, I believe. So we can see a few aircraft now on the west side. We can see more, but I like the east side because it's got um, it's obviously got the skyline. Oh, nice. And over in Fort Myers now. Very cool, D Beast. Thank you for the like and the support. I was going to try and beat Carolina Aviation tonight, but with my technical problems, got to get a whole bunch of people to tune in. Yep, 2 runways on east side. Yep, got it. Well, DBs, hopefully I'll be lucky enough to work with you eventually. Yep, I like the east too. And we wouldn't have gotten that rainbow if it hadn't. So yeah, KLM is descending right now. Looks like it's going to be headed to the west side there, but should be on the east side for the arrival. I would appreciate that, of course. Take the Southwest test on Wednesday. Yeah, sun's setting about 7 o'clock now. We are expecting showers tomorrow here in Salt Lake City. Yeah, I am studying, trying to review, trying to remember my United test as well. Yeah, they are changing the test. I've confirmed that, DBs, from several people. So I don't know how it's going to change, but we'll see. What I do know is when they emailed me, they said you have a half hour to answer 40 questions. So they've cut it down a lot. Or maybe it's 40 questions in 30 minutes or 30 questions in 40 minutes. Anyways, they've cut it down a lot. Hi, everybody who logged on, Pips Planespotting Live. Sorry for the technical issues. We are on the air, though. Beautiful evening here in Salt Lake City, nice and cool. Speaking of that, let's get the latest METAR. Current conditions, just before the top of the hour, we recorded winds and light north wind at 5 knots, 10 statute miles, few clouds at 8,000, broken 9,000, and some showers to the east-southeast with the altimeter 29902, which is much better than yesterday, which was 2969. Really low. So thanks for everybody jumping on. Pips Planespotting Live. Just getting started here. I brought the generator, so we should have some extra staying power. Should have American 2375 arriving in the next 5 minutes from DFW on an A321. Then we've got SkyWest 4083 from Tucson behind them, about 10 minutes. As we see sunset over Salt Lake City here. Standard non-precision approach minimum. Oh, is that a question for me to prepare me? Non-precision. I don't know. Is this a trick question? Because a non-precision approach would be like an RNAV or a localizer or a VOR. All right. Non-precision. What? I don't know. 200.5, but that's regular Cat 1 approach. So you're going to have to tell me because I'm. Okay. You're probably right. That's why I can't get a job. Thank you, D Beast. Hi, everyone who logged on to Pips Planespotting Live. Welcome in. It's a chilly and windy north wind night on Wednesday, Josh. Well, DBs, are you going to give us the answer or are you just going to keep it to yourself? Oh, 802. I will remember that. See, you're helping me out. That's nice. But in the number of times that I know where you're looking at, because then the regular non-standard is on the alternate minimums side of a chart. We never use that ever, but this is helpful. Sounds like I'm not ready. Probably right. Well, see, you didn't say alternate. You didn't say alternate. If you'd said alternate, I would have said 802. You said normal standard. Josh, I'm always nervous. As we check out our American arrival from Dallas, Fort Worth on an Airbus A321. Thank you for that like and the support. That's why I was confused. No, you don't go to Dallas for the test. The first one is an online test, Josh. And so that's what the first test is. Yep. And hi to everybody logged on for Planespotting Live. Just past 7 o'clock local time here in Salt Lake City. So glad to have everybody on board. Nice to see everyone. Randy, hello, hello. Welcome from Omaha. Great to see you, my friend. Also, should say great to be seen.
To let you guys know, I prefer Thursdays, but if I'm not mistaken, Thursday is my late day. So we may make Friday our midweek stream, or actually we may do it on Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. We'll watch the weather, see how the weather is doing, which direction they'll be flying. Our midweek stream will be at the end of the runway.
Welcome in, everybody. All the kids, cool kids cheat on the online stuff. It's true. Definitely Eurowings. Eurowings for sure. Awesome. Okay, Aviation. That's great. I can't wait to see some of your photos. Why do you want? What do you know about Endeavor Air, and why do you want to work for Endeavor Air? Well, Endeavor's owned by Delta, and Delta is the best airline in the United States. So there's that. Number two, Minneapolis is a great city. I'd be closer to my sister in Chicago, and I miss Chicago. Number three is Endeavor. Has a lot of upward momentum. Thanks for that like and the support. Here's Tucson SkyWest 4083. Daniel, my man, what is up from Milwaukee? How are you? How about the trade for Damian Lillard? Your Bucks are ready to go. Yeah, Tony. Chicago or Salt Lake City. Oh, dang it, tough. I love Chicago. I mean, I grew up in Chicago. That's where I lived for the first 20 years. I'm gonna have to give the itch to Chicago. Yeah, man, it was a huge trade. Huge trade. And okay, Aviation, give me a second. I'll get you approved as we check out this Dassault, this Falcon 900 landing here against the mountain backdrop. Well, I'm pretending. Okay, Aviation. Well, if American offers me the job, I'll say American's going to be is the best airline in the world. Yep, that's very true, Daniel. As we check out Airbus A319 headed to Phoenix. Now, listen, I've applied to several airlines, so I'm just grateful for the opportunity to be considered. Thank you for the like and welcome in, everyone. Pips Planespotting Live, getting started here just past the 7 o'clock hour. An American A319 is headed to Phoenix. Thank you for that like. All right. Okay, let's get you added to the Facebook page. All right, and Tony. Remember, everyone, the Facebook page is for you to share your photos and videos and your pages. This is an opportunity for you to help us grow the aviation community and become a little bit closer together. So don't be shy. Feel free to share your photos of aviation and your travels. So yeah, um, Cameron Payne is okay. But I think the big coup is you've got Giannis and Damian Lillard, and you still keep Brooke Lopez, as a center, so you didn't have to give that up. So that's awesome. That's just my take on it. I mean, Damian Lillard, uh, he's my boy because as we check out that Pilatus landing on runway 35, Damian Lillard and I went to the same school, Weber State, so we're alums. No, you didn't. That's a good point. But I guess they make it clear that they want to win the East. So now they're gonna like beat the snot out of each other to try and get to the title game past the conference finals. Honestly, Portland did really well in the trade. So, I think DeAndre Ayton gets a lot of flack for no reason. But having him in Portland plus all those picks. Welcome into Pips Planespotting Live. It's 7:22 here locally in Salt Lake City. You're looking at downtown Salt Lake City. That's awesome, Tony. I look forward to seeing that. As we've got the A319 headed to Phoenix on American Airlines right there. TVs. Well, first DBs, that's an easy answer. Any team that Candace Parker was on, because Candace Parker went to the same high school as me. And even though I didn't go to high school with her, my brother did. So she's an alum of my high school. So whatever high school or whatever team she's on is my favorite WNBA team. Number two, OK Aviation. So I actually have a background as a flight dispatcher. I worked for American's Envoy Air for about 3 years, and I worked for Breeze Airways for about a year and a half. And so I'm trying to get back into that as a flight dispatcher. And so that's why we've been talking about Endeavor and United and Southwest. So flight dispatcher is probably the coolest job that nobody knows about in the aviation industry. So Candace Parker. You obviously don't watch the NBA, WNBA DBs because you don't know who Candace Parker is. Welcome in, everyone. Pips Planespotting Live. What's happening? Mr. Gamer, Toradera Gamer. Welcome to Salt Lake City. Thanks for the like. And if you like what you see, I encourage you to like and subscribe. The XFL. Yeah, Daniel, I missed you, bud. You have been away. There's no question about it. But I had COVID, so I guess that makes us equal. But glad you are here. Delta 647 is just around the corner from Cancun. Ah, K-Tab. Welcome, welcome. Well, glad to hear your friend lives here in Salt Lake City. Yeah, Tony, happy to answer that. So, um, KTAB, we're pleased to have you on board. This is Pips Plane Spotting Live. You had no internet for 2 weeks. I understand. So, Tony, the lens I'm using is a 55-250. Normally, I have a 100-400, but unfortunately, it there's something wrong. One of the gaskets is so I need to get. It's in the repair shop. Short answer, but I usually have a 100-400. So right now, I have my backup 55-250. So I hope that helps answer the question. You got it. Yes, I miss my 100-400 lot. And I also have a Canon G50 camcorder as a backup. Sometimes I use is for 2 camera shows, but right now that one's at home. Thank you for everybody joining us. This is Pips Planespotting Live. Encourage you to like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you want to join the Premium Economy Club to get special recognition, you can do so for just 99 cents a month. Yep, that's all I charge for you to be a Premium Economy member. And regardless, we're glad to have all of you here. Thank you for that like. Salt Lake City, it's currently 60, now down to 58 degrees here in Salt Lake City. For those of you who are new to the airport and not familiar, of course, you can see the mountains in the back. Welcome back, Flair. Oh, nice. Very cool, Tony. And Nikon's definitely not bad, but I started with Canon and it's hard to break that habit. There you go, D Beast. Thank you so much. You're definitely on vacation, I can tell. Welcome back, Flair. And thank you for that like. Yeah, it is, K-Tab. Yep, starting to pick up here, Flair. An E175 Embraer. Oh, nice. Nice, okay. I get that. Nah, that makes sense, Tony. I totally get that for sure. For sure. Interesting, Flair. Oh yeah, they do bring those. They come from Dulles, like Washington Dulles? Oh, golly, that's a good question, DFW. Um, let's do the KLM. Let's use the KLM one. Oh yeah, I forgot. Good call, Newark. That's right. And guys, I'm going to grab my coat actually. So give me one moment. All right, I am back. Got the coat on. Welcome in everybody to Pips Planespotting Live. That is downtown Salt Lake. Encourage you to like and subscribe. I need to get like a D Beast, get one of those wireless microphones. Keep talking. They bring the CRJs. Yeah, okay, aviation. A lot of people don't realize how much aviation there is in Oklahoma City and Tulsa. So, yeah, it's a little bit slower than, say, a hub airport, but they still have a good variety of aviation and military. The Embraers are from Chicago. Okay. Yes. Downtown Salt Lake City, we are expecting runway 35 to be busy. I have arrivals coming. SkyWest 3693 from Burbank, Delta 758 from Phoenix on a 737, and Delta 653 on a Airbus A321. They're on runway 35. Yeah, so as DB's mentioned earlier, for those who are new to Salt Lake City, this airport, I would say about 70% of the traffic to 75 is Delta. This is a hub for them, for Delta Airlines. There's our E175. Thank you for that like, by the way. The other airlines that fly into Salt Lake City besides Delta would be American, United, Southwest, Spirit Airlines, Frontier. Air Canada flies a route to Toronto. And then we have seasonal heavies from KLM from Amsterdam, and then from Eurowings from Frankfurt. And that's pretty much it, because Aeromexico, they suspended the flights from Guadalajara. So we don't even have Aeromexico right now. The 777, no. Typically, what we do have, Flair, is we have the A330 for Delta that flies to Paris, to London, and to Amsterdam nonstop from Salt Lake. Interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, I was reading an article and all of a sudden it was like, boop, nope, Aeromexico's done. So here's our 737 in from Phoenix. Yeah, so Delta's fleet primarily consists of here in Salt Lake City, the A330 for long haul, although DFW did share some information that they may be bringing the A350 here for winter. No, Condor does not. DFW Condor isn't here. In the newsroom? Okay. If it's on the newsroom, because you had sent it through me through third party, and I was like, I don't know this third party. So that's awesome. 24 viewers now, Flare 318. You know, Oklahoma Aviation, I actually worked for Breeze, so I remember when they had service to Tulsa and then they stopped it. And so they still go to Tampa, I think, seasonally. And welcome into Pip's Planespotting Live. You're looking at downtown Salt Lake City from the parking garage of Salt Lake City International Airport on the 5th floor, which is pretty awesome. Gives you a nice view. So I hope you're enjoying that. Meanwhile, Delta 653 is landing right now on runway 34 right. Nice smooth landing by Delta there. Next up, looks like we got Southwest 737 ready to depart, headed towards runway 34. Welcome in, my friends. Pip's Planespotting Live. Just getting started here in the first hour. Then Southwest flight is 3102, ready to head to San Diego. Meanwhile, arriving here shortly will be, looks like a Cessna Citation 560 Encore, and then SkyWest 4096 on an Embraer E175. Thank you for the like from Albuquerque. And thank you for the like. Carolina Aviation. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. You were popular tonight, man. I'm telling you, RDU's the place to be. Ain't none of this hub action. You got everything down there. You got heavies, you've got non-heavies, you've got foreign, you've got domestic. Not to take anyone away from my channel, but RDU's pretty cool. So yeah. You didn't have a rainbow though. I had a sweet rainbow tonight, and I also had a C5 Galaxy the other day. So that was pretty cool. It's great to see you, Carolina. Well, DFW, if you've been to RDU 20 times, you know how cool it is. Tony, first. Oh, your grandparents live there? Very cool. All right, so Southwest 737 headed to San Diego is departing right now. The OK from runway 34 right. Yeah, the Galaxy left on Friday, okay. Hey, Deborah Ray, welcome in. Thank you for joining the crowd. If you like what you see, encourage you to like and subscribe. Yeah, glad you were in Salt Lake this year. No problem. We'll have to do that because Carolina, with the time difference, we could you start with your show, and then I could do like an evening show, and then you could transfer over. No worries though. No worries. Thank you for the like and the support. Pips Planespotting live here from Salt Lake City. Temperature wise, now in the middle 50s. Here's our Embraer E175 approaching runway 34 right. It's the good news, Carolina, is that it is actually at the beginning of the broadcast of this one. So if you want to rewind, like right when I went on the air, because I had some technical issues earlier that we got fixed. So right when I got on the air is when the rainbow showed up. So it's cool. D Beast. I see what you did there. That's cool. Hey, everybody's got choice. Deborah Ray, yes. When is the airport going to be completely done? That is the question. Well, as you can see here, Deborah Ray, whoops. Let me stabilize the camera a little bit for you. So, right, we're looking at right here. These are the rest of the A gates, the A concourse. Now, thank you, DBs. That's not a bad idea, Tony. Switch it up. I like that. The the concourse here you see is A. So that's almost done. Those gates that you see right there, the last of the gates. I am excited for you too, Flair. All right. Good to see you. Okay. We'll see you later. We'll talk to you soon, bud. Have a good night. And so those A gates should be finished in a couple weeks. So that is the entire A concourse will be complete. Then the B concourse that you may have flown through because it's the one you have to walk really far to, that will be all done in 2025. And that's when oh, nice, Flair. That's when it'll be complete. So 2025 is when the rest of the concourse in B will be done. Infidel Fireman, super busy at the moment, one of our great moderators. I'm sure he'll be lurking. Another Southwest departure, another 737-700. Headed off to Vegas on 3867, flight 3867. Hey, Bubag, thanks for the like and good to see you, my friend. You are welcome, Deborah Ray. So nice to meet you. That's crazy. Well, I'm glad I'm glad you didn't get injured and I didn't get injured because I was actually driving home yesterday. Thank you for the like and the support. And this is actually, Salt Lake City is where I currently reside. I may be moving in Texas in the new year, or I may be working with D Beast in Minneapolis. So we'll see. Hey, Flair, no problem. Thank you for the thumbnail and appreciate it. Keep up the great work, and we'll talk to you soon in the next stream. Hey, Kevin. Yes, 100%. So, Kevin, I apologize. I have not ridden your bus yet. I had COVID, and so I'm just now recovering back to full strength. Yeah, I did see that. Yep, 100% chance of rain, Kevin. Nice and raw and chilly. It's actually in the middle 50s right now. I actually put on my jacket for the first time. Ah, I didn't know that, Carolina. I heard about your engine glow. D Beast was giving me a hard time about it. Totally jealous. And welcome in, everybody. Pip's Planespotting Live. Encourage you to like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. My name's Pip. Great to have you on board. And we're here in Salt Lake City. This is our home base. What would I bring to the culture of Endeavor? Well, I'm a team player. I like helping others out when they're in need. And I'm here to serve. And yeah, I've worked in new airlines. I've worked in experienced airlines. I bring a lot of experience. See, now I got to check out the engine glow, Carolina. I have to check it out. Jealous. Ah, nice. Hello, Sandy. Weather rerouting MEL. Nice. Kevin and Sandy, two generous people from Ogden, the bus drivers, the best bus drivers there are. Oh, cool. I'll have to. I'll look forward to seeing that, Carolina. Well, hi to Sandy, of course, and Kevin. So that was Southwest 3867 departing to Las Vegas. Meanwhile, we have a Gulfstream 280 arriving right there. Yep, it's busy, bub bag. They're working hard. I was more surprised by the snow on top of Alta. Still waiting for the airlines, huh, William? Astigmatism. Good to see you. Welcome in. Ah, ERB. Greetings. Hello, hello. Oh, nice. Well, we'll have to talk more about it, Carolina. I like it. Engine glow and a rainbow. Yeah, Tony, you certainly do. Well, thank you, Bubbag. I will make sure to be drive home safely. I'm tempted to stream tomorrow, but Kevin so aptly point out that's going to be cold and rainy tomorrow, so I may have to bring the extra the winter interlayer. It's always a pleasure with you, William. Yes, I agree. Oh no, yeah, I got to prepare for the Star D Beast. The Star. How's my reliability? Pretty dang awesome. I was I was sick 1.5 days and 3 years at Envoy. And then when I had COVID, I stayed home for that from Breeze. Other than that, I always show up to work because I loved my job. What? ERB's bullying DFW? Come on now. Hey, yeah, we'll trade. Did you see that Carolina? Tony's like, we should trade and I'll do Raleigh and Charlotte and Greensboro, and you can come out here and do Salt Lake. The only problem here, Salt Lake's great and the view's fantastic. The issue is this is the only airport close by. The next closest airport is Provo, which has Breeze and Allegiant, not a ton. Uh, but then the next closest is Boise, which is 6 hours away. So, yep. Yeah, I mean, no question. I love what I do. I mean, I love doing this now, but flight dispatching was great. I mean, at the end of the day, you always felt satisfied with what you were doing, and some days were better than others. But you have to have a memory like a goldfish. If you had a bad day, you just go home and you go back. Yep, it's a pretty nice skyline. Thank you, everybody, for liking and subscribing. Means so much. Met some great new people today. I'll remember that, D Beast. I'll remember that. So I'm considering ERB going to Phoenix this week. So that could I'm considering. Thank you for that. Like Phoenix would be fun and hot. Yeah, DFW. I was really jealous of that, and if ever and you posted that on the Facebook page, right? Etihad coming back to DFW after like what was it, 4 or 5 years? Next arrival to us is SkyWest 3895 from OKC. Too bad Oklahoma Aviation had to leave. Then we should have Delta 1277 from Kansas City and SkyWest 3905. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Thank you, ERB. Just getting rolling here. Almost 8 o'clock. Navy Davy. What is up from Massachusetts? Shout out. Ahoy. Oh, looks like we got the JetBlue Puerto Rico livery headed from Salt Lake City to Los Angeles. I saw last night that the newest livery for JetBlue, the Peacock livery, was in Salt Lake City late last night. So I was kind of disappointed I missed it. Tony, I don't know if we're going to see it tonight, especially with the incoming rain. We've got some pretty good cloud cover, but we tend to see it around 10 o'clock, 9 to 10 o'clock, depending on when the sunset is. As JetBlue heads down to Los Angeles on our A320. Yeah, Peacock, the streaming channel for NBC. The motto here on Pip's Planespotting Live is we make your streams come true. Yes, it is a special livery. It is brand new. Yeah, it absolutely is brand new, Tony. They unveiled it, I think, this past week on social media. That was the Puerto Rico livery DFW. The 3 E's are educate, elevate, and entertain. We're here to educate about aviation, entertain, and elevate the conversation about aviation. Jet Dispatcher. Oh my goodness, Jet Dispatcher. So wonderful to have you back on. You've been missed. You must have had COVID like me. Yes, that's my motto. Good, young, respectable young fellow. The saltiest of lakes we come. And if you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. There's the Utah State Capitol. While we have a moment, Salt Lake City is the capital city of Utah. For those who aren't aware, up on the hill, So it really is Capitol Hill. Oh, Jet Dispatcher is one of my favorites. Our next arrival will be Delta 1277 from Kansas City, and then it'll be SkyWest 4282, the non-rev special from SkyWest Airlines from St. George. Understood, Jet Dispatcher. Understood. Well, I had COVID, so I was down and out. Tell me a time when you thought it would be best not to follow standard processes or procedures. Well, gal, I'd like to think, DBs, that I try and follow processes and procedures because they're put in place for a reason. Well, that's a good question. But if you're asking me to not follow processes or procedures that have been approved by the FAA and also the VP of Flight Ops, there better be a good reason, and I can't say that I've done that yet. Oh, yellow banana alert. Oh, very nice, Jet Dispatcher. The good life. From life experience? Oh, you didn't specify life experience. Yeah, Jet Dispatcher's got some good connections, I'll tell you that much, ERB. Here at basically outside of downtown Salt Lake City. It did look a little bit different. I think it's because it was dark. It was a mushy banana from dark. Well, DBs, you're doing a good job preparing me if I get an interview. Yeah, I'm probably not going to get hired at Endeavor. Being a flight dispatcher, that's right. That's correct, DFW, where your streams come true. Sounds good. That's a great idea, Jet Dispatcher. I can pick up an extra headset. Ready for a technical question. Always ready. I may not have an answer, but I'm always ready. Spirit is ready to go. Absolutely, there is schooling for flight dispatcher, Kevin. Yes. You have to have, I believe, 200 hours of classroom time to be and pass an oral and written exam. Oh, look, there's Infidel Fireman. Woo! Thank you for that like and the support. Welcome to Pip's Planespotting Live. If you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. What 5 items are needed on a release? Tail number. This is a good question. Tail number, fuel, destination. I don't know. I don't know the rest. You got to quiz me. IFR, VFR. There we go. Jet dispatcher. Good thing I have time to research it. Flight dispatcher, typically, I would say regional, would start out at, I don't know, let's call it 22, let's say $22 an hour. Between 20 and 25. Well, I got a couple of them. But this is good preparation. Love it. Yeah, Kevin, I would say about starting salaries like about the same for what UTA is starting out, 20 to 25. Next arrival for us will be Delta 362 from San Diego on an Airbus A321A, and then Delta 2535 on A220, and then behind them will be Delta 2443 from San Francisco. Say it 3 times. Airports, IFR, fuel on board, flight number, and aircraft number. Got it. I never got that answer right from Cash. It's probably why he didn't like me. Here's our A321 coming inbound from San Diego. Airports, IFR, VFR, fuel, tail number, and flight number. Welcome into Pip's Planespotting Live. We are rolling here on the east side, runways 35 and runway 34 right. There's our A220-100 coming in from Santa Ana. Flight number, tail number, fuel on board, airports, IFR, VFR. You're going to give me a $15 super chat now since I didn't do jumping jacks? Weather minimum for a non-standard approach. Okay, if you're asking for alternate, you need to use the word alternate, D-Beast. Oh, your favorite plane. Was it ERB? Was it Condor? Was it the Condor Lifesaver plane? I'm just going to say everything. I'm going to go down list number by a flight released. Be like your name, your performance code. You got to say alternate, D-Beast. Otherwise, people think it applies to your destination. There you go, Tony. Tony's got the answer. Oh, it's fine, D-Beast. It's just you're gonna give me. I'm gonna give. I'm gonna have a blank stare every time you ask me that question, unless you include the word alternate. The liquor is strong, I'm sure. Welcome in, everybody, to Pips Planespotting Live. Thanks for everybody for logging on. Thanks for the like. Inter Island Airways was renamed Aloha Airlines. Next, Convict came up with those stripes. And of course, Aloha Airlines was had the famous depressurization, William. Nighttime in the city, Salt Lake City. Ooh, I think it was like 1987, 88 or 87, William. Just past 8 o'clock. It's time for a weather report. An updated METAR. Stand by. There is a movie, huh? Test flight. Well, D Beast, spoiler, you don't want icing on your airplane. Your stall speed increases with icing, plus the angle of attack. Jet dispatcher gets that cold. Anyone? 87 degrees, D Beast. No, it's not. It's less than 50 degrees or 10 degrees Celsius. Pilatus. Only passenger on the flight, Tony? Wow, that is pretty awesome. Am I right? Am I right, D Beast, though? 10 degrees Celsius or 50 degrees? Oh, people use a lot of F. They use the F word a lot in aviation. There's a lot of Fs. Only passenger on the plane. Man, I haven't had anything that cool. I've flown a lot and everything has just been very normal. Though, I mean, I have more interesting stories of being a dispatcher than being a passenger. Yeah, normal is good. Yeah. I mean, the first time Infidel knows this story, but the first time I um, had my first fam ride as a dispatcher, I diverted. So I was worried that I wasn't going to get back home and I was going to have to figure out what to do. So we were supposed to go from Grand Junction, Colorado to DFW. And because of storms, we diverted to Little Rock. I just do from Salt Lake City. No, change that. Do it from the third one, DFW. Third one. Thank you for that like. Welcome into Pips Planespotting Live. Ah, the friendly first class bump, William. Very nice. Albuquerque to Denver. 3 people. Yeah, it was my first fam ride. And I was like, wait, what? We're diverting? No, we can't do that because I have to get back home. And they're like, we're diverting to Little Rock. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, it was very normal. So when we would look at passenger loads back in COVID, when I first started, when I was working for Envoy, it was totally regular. Like in April and May, there would be like 7, maybe 11, 8. Yeah, I mean, it was common just to have that few passengers on board. Okay, Aviation, what's up, man? Welcome back. IFR, VFR, airports, fuel, tail number, flight number. You get it, man. Weather. Weather. So I'm going to say something that's probably well. See now that I can nail, D Beast, or at least I thought I could, but I don't know. Well, I don't know why you wouldn't hire me. So you obviously would want to hire me. Well, we're just talking jet dispatcher endeavor. So I did like a self-recorded interview last week and waiting to hear back to see if they want to interview me again. So, and then I'm taking the Southwest test on Wednesday. I don't know if you're doing that, but yeah. Thanks for everybody for your likes and support. And you can always join the Premium Economy Club for just 99 cents. We check out this Delta arrival on runway 34. Light, bright, A321. Yeah, it's not a bad gig. I didn't think so either. So I was like, yeah. Well, thank you. Yeah, they've totally no problem. Okay, we're glad that you can always join us. It's a lot of fun when you're here. And maybe you can bring along Red River Aviation too. The more the merrier. 2MOM. Yeah, mom. Yep. Well, D Beast, let me tell you something. I go out of my way to put together videos in my spare time because I'm passionate about dispatching. And if you don't want somebody who's passionate about dispatching, who's willing to go the extra mile, then you might as well just end the interview right now. That's what I'm going to say. You might as well just pick somebody else who doesn't care, who just wants the job for the money. So I don't know what else I can tell you. St. Paul, Minnesota. Yeah, it would be cool to be up here. MSP. I like MSP. It's pretty good. Exactly. Exactly, D Beast. So we got American departure shortly on runway 34 right. And that is American 2452 on an Airbus A321 headed to Charlotte. And then behind them is Southwest 2221 headed to Long Beach. Well, we were off to a slow start, but now we're up and rolling hardcore. And it's awesome to see you guys. And Jet Dispatcher is one of my favorite people, and ERB and DFW and D Beast. Met some new people, Deborah and Tony, and just a wonderful evening. Nice, dude. I'm excited. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Okay, sounds good. Sounds fantastic. I'm very much looking forward to it, DFW. Next up, 22221 is rolling. Oh, man. Tony, that's awesome. Hey, you know what? I also saw Minneapolis had an Etihad flight because they were taking the Timberwolves for an exhibition. Yeah, you know, William, I've wanted to start my own airline. Um, Infidel made the suggestion that I should start my own dispatch school, which I might do. But I actually really want to start my own airline, truthfully being told. And I've told other people this before, but I have a idea for an airline. A regional airline. It's called Flydaho. It was it was brainstormed by one of my first officer friends and I. Final question: why is the CRG? Now I can answer that one. Can I phone a friend? I need to call D Beast, please. I need to Pip Airlines. Yeah, it's true. You're exactly right, DFW. Yep. Okay. See you. Okay. See you, man. I've also seen a 124 DFW as well. Yeah, a few times. Not answering the question and everything. Well, I'm definitely going to have to phone a friend for why is the CRJ 200 the greatest aircraft ever? Indisputable. I'm so happy to have each one of you on board, and it means so much to me as we grow the channel. I have some exciting news, but I'm not going to tell you until October 19th. This is a closed book test. Um, well, yeah, Infidel, it is what I told you, but it's top secret. No, I am not going to DFW. In fact, DFW, I'll tell you a story. My parents were going to be, I wanted to fly home for a week in October, but they said, well, we're going to be out of town. So that kind of squashed that. They said they're going down to San Antonio and McAllen. That's right, Infidel. Lip sealed. I'm sorry, DBs, but I hate to break it to you, but the CRJ 200 is not the greatest aircraft in the world. And they should be retiring it sooner than later. Thank you very much. Frisco, Texas. There we go. Wow, William, that's unique. I do miss Frisco a lot. Yeah, and speaking of that, Jet Dispatcher, how about your Longhorns? Whew. Talk about a big game this week. Man, oh man. Yeah, I'm not a good fit. I've heard that before. I understand. You failed. I failed the interview. This is unfortunate. You Lawrence, what's up, man? Your boy Infidel over here is he's treading water. He's treading water, man. Thank you for the like and subscribing. Yes, it was heartbreaking. One chance to fix my mistake. 8:26 here locally. I know ERB, you're staying up late. You're probably headed to bed soon. I at least want to hang out to get KLM on board here, depart off the east side. Thanks, William. I'm going to channel my Christopher Lloyd too. Thank you. This, yeah, Jet Dispatcher. All right, DBs, I'm waiting to be redeemed here. Thank you for the like and the support. Tony. Downtown Salt Lake views. Downtown Salt Lake City is what we're currently looking at. Would you rather do 25 jumping jacks under 60 seconds or ramble for 5 minutes on why the CRJ is a superior aircraft to anything else on the face? Oh man, I think I would have to go. I've always been good at talking, so I would probably have to say ramble on for 5 minutes about the CRJ because I could lie about anything. Yeah, go get them, infidel. Save those lives. Save those passengers. Yeah, so I was mentioning KLM, and for those who are new and just tuning in, it usually departs just after 9 o'clock, and I have no reason to suspect otherwise, along with the other aircraft. So, giving you a rundown of what's happening later this evening. It's currently 8:30. Next arrival looks like Frontier 2944. Looks like it's headed to our side from Phoenix on an A320 Neo. Oh, there you go. That's the way to do it, infidel. That is the key. Procrastinate long enough. Lawrence, don't you sleep with like an iPad just to be prepared? Thank you for the like and the support. And if you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. You can always join the Premium Economy Club for just 99 cents tonight. Or actually, every night. So, our next departure, while we're waiting for that Frontier to arrive, the departure is just getting on the runway 34, SkyWest 4962, headed to Denver. You sleep with your laptop next to your bed? Okay, that's fair. Why Boeing is superior? Well, I think you need to take a closer look at Boeing, man, because they are having some issues. Me too, William. Me too. I cannot fall asleep. I'm like totally geeked. I'll look out the window. I just like being on a plane and I can't fall asleep. I even had lie flat seats for DFW to Honolulu and I didn't fall asleep. Dreamliner is the best airplane ever built. I agree. But I don't know. Boeing, they really botched the MAX. And they still haven't come out for a replacement for the 757. You know? That's how I look at it. Oh no, they sent the Frontier to runway 34 left. How dare they? Are they sending United Airlines 2701 from Denver to 34 left? That hurts. Also from Denver. I believe. Guys. Yeah, sorry about that. I love how people they have to honk their horn to find their car in parking garages. That's the new way of doing things, sounding the car alarm because they forget. No, I'm sorry, ERB. No flying pencils tonight. Like I said, I think Delta pulled them back out from summer flying season. In fact, I learned an interesting fact the other day. Air Cairo. I learned an interesting fact about Salt Lake City. They are normally busiest not in the wintertime, but the summertime is their busiest flying season. Yes, Carolina Aviation. Oh, nice. They did that on cue. Right on cue. And they're like, we're on the wrong level. So they keep honking it. All right. We've got United right on cue, Carolina. So we've got United 1012 headed to runway 34 right to take off to San Francisco on an Airbus A319 shortly. Yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting, ERB, and thank you so much for the like. Totally, DBs. Jason, yeah, hey, good to see you. I did see that. Yeah, unfortunately, I missed it. But on the flip side, Jason, did you see that a C5 Galaxy landed here on Thursday? Yeah, we had a C5 Galaxy land here. Didn't expect it. And it just showed up. Boop. Ah, very cool. Very cool, Jason. No worries, DFW. Appreciate your help on that thumbnail. Haven't had a chance to look at it. Yeah, Jason, we actually we caught it live on the stream while we were streaming. It showed up, and I'm sure you probably saw that, but we catch the arrival and everything. I was like, what? Definitely so, William, especially with the C5 or like a C17 for sure. Now, what's your beer choice there, D Beast? You doing Coors Light, doing some Pabst Blue Ribbon, root beer? Oh, nice, Jason. That's pretty cool. Well, I do have a video of it on my page if you haven't seen it already. But we did catch it on the live stream, so that was pretty cool. And I made a short of it and an extended version, so it's on my page of videos. $1973. Holy cow, Jet Dispatcher. You're ridiculously tired. I'm still jealous of Jet Dispatcher. He saw the Concorde in DFW. You do have that's true. You do have to stay up to keep me entertained. That is factual. Or I have to stay up to keep you entertained. Yep, sure is a baby bus headed to San Francisco, ERB. You are correct. Nice observation. That's a great question, D Beast. Yes. Yes. Especially when you ask me to explain why the CRJ is the greatest aircraft in the world. It clearly is not. Hey, Jason, the best plane I have seen today so far, probably the A330neo that came in from London on the east side, which doesn't happen a whole lot. So it was a nice surprise because here on the east side, we usually get the departures, but we never get the arrivals. So catching it on runway 34 right, the A330neo from London, that was a nice surprise. Frisco, Texas. Yes, it is. And we should see KLM depart on the Dreamliner here on the east side in the next half hour. If you make a video on the CRJ 200, I will give it a massive thumbs up. If you put forth that much effort for that plane, that is a definite thumbs up. So, yep. There you go, ERB. There's your train, the old train, the tracks. Yes, Jason, I do. In fact, we tried doing the first live stream last week. It came out okay. But I do absolutely because I live in Washington Terrace, so my house is literally a mile from the runway threshold. So yeah, so I do photography there, and if you go to my Instagram page, just search 23 Right Productions. So the number or the letter, no, the number 23, the letter R Productions, and you'll see some of the photos. Typically, the out at the Hill Air Force Base, you have root beer would be IBC. 23 Right is named for the runway at Greensboro Airport where I started my aviation career. I just decided that was the first. Greensboro was the first city that I worked in aviation. So I just decided to take the runway name that I usually would spot 23 Right and then took the name from it. IBC is great, man. What are you talking about? Thanks, DFW. Glad you think it's cute. Strawberry jelly all the way. It's not even a question. Yeah, so Jason, back to the Hill Air Force Base. The jets you typically see will be the F-22 and the F-35 fighters. You'll have an occasional A-10 Warthog along with the F-16. So it's a great air base. And you would think it would be really cool, but after they fly over your head, they are extremely loud. So it gets kind of old, especially when they wake you up in the morning. D Beast, that is sad to hear. But as usual, you have your choice. I mean, you already said Carolina Aviation was your favorite channel. ERB, he's pouting. He already said that Carolina Aviation is his favorite channel. I think I may have to DFW. Yeah, that's pretty cool, Jason. Yep. It does go right by. You can exit off of there. Now, I know Carolina Aviation, DB's told me that your channel is his favorite. So, Human Target. Yes. Was that the one on Fox, William? Human Target? Yes. I love that show. In fact, I love that show. It wasn't on long enough. It got canceled after like 3 seasons. Here's our Embraer E175 getting ready to depart. See, look at that. DB's already left. Ouch. That hurts. You have been really nice today, DFW. I agree. All right. Yeah, Jason, I was very lucky. That's like probably my favorite video is when Air Force One flew in. All right, DFW. I think that's fair, but if you go power hungry and start being mean to people, then I will block you. That's the deal. I will give you the power. Oh, D Beast, you're back. I'm sure that would. I'm sure that would go over well. All right, everybody, let's give it congratulations. DFW has been very good today, so I'm rewarding him with being moderator. But I reserve the right to block him if he doesn't. Be nice to everyone else. No, no KC 135s today, Jason. Typically, they will. I don't think they usually do. They will do Saturday training missions, I think, but Sundays you normally will not see them. Yep, Greg. Congrats to DFW Plane Spotters. He's been a good kid today, so hopefully he will remember what they say in Spider-Man. With much power comes much responsibility. Whoa, go around. Here we go. 737. Just like that, he was like, whoop. I think he was probably too high. TPs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was from Spider-Man. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Probably DFW. The logic of the 200. Is there any logic behind the CRJ or is it full passion? Is it a full passion project for you, D Beast? Welcome in everyone to Pitch Planespotting Live here, locally 848. So glad you could join us this evening. Still waiting for our KLM departure, which is about 20 minutes away. Expecting an on-time departure. Our London arrival close to our London departure as well, similar. Not at all, Jason. Appreciate the questions, man. Appreciate the interest. Absolutely. KC-10s. I have not seen a KC-10 at all, ever. Salt Lake City. I've seen the C5 Galaxy. I've seen the C-17. Of course, the KC-135. I have never seen a KC-10. It has ample headroom for anyone under 5'4". See, now I know you're. I at first thought you were serious, and now I know you're joking, D Beast. That sarcasm is coming through. Ooh. Can you be a pilot if you're colorblind? Ooh. That is an interesting question. I say yes. You probably need a FAA examiner approval, but I'll have to ask my friend who's a first officer. Speaking of which, give me 1 second. I need to message my first officer friend. Jet dispatchers say no, you cannot if you're colorblind. Jason, I've been plane spotting at Salt Lake for Infidel is back. Okay, so no. I guess that shows you why I'm not a pilot, because I'd be way too lenient. So we check out our Alaska 737 getting ready to depart back to Seattle. Infidel Fireman is back. Okay. Thanks for sharing, Jet Dispatcher. No, because I did not I did not live in Washington Terrace yet in the summertime. So yeah, I missed those. I did see the 767 that flew in yesterday, bringing back troops back to Hill Air Force Base. Um, and the DPs, you were really. And Jason, I don't think I started plane spotting in Salt Lake City, so I've been here about 2 years. And so ever since probably I moved here, I've been plane spotting here. Now I've started live streaming only for about 6 months, 7 months since last March. I know, right, Tony? It's very cool. Facial recognition. Yeah, I know, Jason. I totally missed out. But there's a group called the Wasatch Wingmen on Instagram that they have a lot of those photos. They do a really good job. Islip Airport, of course. I was lucky enough to basically live at Islip. Yep, it's on Long Island, MacArthur Airport. It's where Southwest used to fly into before they started flying into LaGuardia. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yep, little hangar, good old hangar. If you look up Wasatch Wingman on Instagram, or that one Utah spotter, I think it's literally that one Utah spotter. Welcome in, everybody, to Pips Plane Spotting Live. No, no, Jet Dispatcher. Hey, say hi to Bryce for me, too. Skywise 3243 from Phoenix on an E175 headed our way. Ooh, that's a good question, and thank you for that like. What a good guy Bryce is. Very cool. Glad to hear it, Jet Dispatcher. I don't know. Let's check out. There you go, William. Thank you. I don't know, DFW. I honestly don't know. Well, no, let me go back on that. December, most likely, unless I get a job offer, I will be moving back to Dallas in mid-December. Yes, that would be most likely, unless I find a job. So, yep. So then Walt and Oz are going to have to deal with me. And you, of course. All right, latest METAR reported just 2 minutes ago shows 10 statute miles, few clouds at 9,500 feet, and temperature of 16, dew point of 5. Starting to get a little moist. Oh, yeah, Jet Dispatcher is what? I won't have to move to Dallas? Your extra headset? Look at this. We appointed a mod, and it's already getting to his head. I love how you, DBs, I love how you just kept going on the CRJ. And yeah, ERB, I guess they're waiting for this arrival, American Eagle arrival. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, if I don't get a job and I don't get Southwest, I'll definitely be moving back home to Frisco. Time to apologize. Can't get this kind of entertainment anywhere else. What am I, just to make sure, what am I apologizing for? Just wanted to confirm what I'm apologizing for. Yep, the old ERB E175. That's a good point, Jet Dispatcher. I wonder if they have flown to Seattle, which, by the way, I hopefully will be at for my birthday trip. The tiny CRJ 200 takes the lead. Jason, I'm actually not a pilot, but I would love to be. Instead, I am certified to be a flight dispatcher. So I actually worked for Envoy Airlines, which is owned by American, for about 3 years, and then Breeze Airlines for about a year and a half. Okay. That is on the list, the to-do list as well. In fact, Jet Dispatcher, I did book a flight on Southwest to LA. I think that'll be at the end of November because I can. It was super cheap. It was like $75 round trip, $80, something like that. Okay, you keep coming back, dude. Do you have to have both limbs to become a pilot? Hmm. Well, I was wrong on the last one, so I'll let everybody else take that one. I saw Minneapolis has a really the dog park is elevated, so it shoots over the fence. So I really would like to go back there. Yeah, okay. You keep coming back, man. You say goodbye and you keep coming back. I can't get enough. All right. Well, D Beast, I would like to officially apologize for not giving the CRJ the credit that it's due for being a superior regional aircraft. I think you could if you were Airbus, you could depending which limb. Remember DFW, you're on a tight leash. Now is when you show your maturity. Well, thank you very much. Okay. That means a lot. Appreciate that. Oh, D Beast. Hey, yeah. So that's Alaska 627 hanging out there on a 737 800 series. Thanks so much for joining the channel and subscribing. Means so much. But yeah, I did book the flight to Seattle. Um, so that is in the plans. I did it with points. Yep, sure did. Hey, East Texas Aviation, what's happening, man? Thanks for that like. Most likely I'll be live tomorrow. We'll see. I got to get some errands done. Good to see you, East Texas. Haven't seen you in a while. Well, thanks, Jackson. I thought it said Jason. I'm sorry. Jackson. My apologies, man. Uh, that's funny. Jet dispatcher before they were flying E-175s, hard to believe, to Seattle. So they may go back to that or just the 737. Yeah, they said goodbye to their 321s. So I've got a ERJ 175 And then I've got a CRJ 200 headed to runway 34 right. Yep, Alaska's just chilling out there, ERB. They must want to see KLM take off. Apparently. Quite a line forming now. So it looks like SkyWest 4302 to Casper will depart on a CRJ 200. Then SkyWest 4250 to Butte, Montana. Then SkyWest 4082 to Oklahoma City, all taking the lead over Alaska. Still trying to keep an eye out for our A330 Neo to London and KLM blocking out. Don't seem quite yet on radar. A little delayed. Oh, no problem, DFW. School comes first, dude. No worries. We're glad to have you, and you did a good job today. oh my gosh. And now this is just overkill, folks. CRJ 200 for life. Man, this guy is a masochist. He must like pain. Thanks for everybody logging on, subscribing. If you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like. D-Beast is something else. Oh, Vance Air Force Base. Sounds good. Okay, Aviation. Very cool. Thank you for the like and subscribing if you're new to the channel. Yes, it is, William. It very much is. I agree with that. Here's our E175 headed off to Oklahoma City for the evening. You just Googled CRJ. I can't wait, Tony. Oh, that's fantastic. That's great. That makes my day. Now, DFW, you can ask politely. You can say, will you please, if you have time, it would mean a lot to show up to my video. You don't demand stuff. You ask politely. Yep, off to the Sooner State. Yep, now we're rolling. Alaska's rolling. I see it moving. Hi to everybody. Thanks so much for taking the time to tune in this Sunday evening. Yep. Yes, Jet Dispatcher. I mentioned that earlier. I saw that last night and was disappointed I didn't catch it. So I'm hopeful they'll send it this side because I wanted to see that. D Beast is dead. Well, God rest his soul then. CRJ has been resurrected. CRJ 200 for life. There you go. There you go, DFW. Thank you for that like and subscribing. Appreciate the support. There's a lot more to humility than just that, but that's a good start, my friend. Looks like Delta might be waiting for a few minutes there. Yeah. Yeah, Jet Dispatcher. Yep. If they come straight east or from the south, they'll come over Utah Lake. Otherwise, if they're from like the north, you're right. We talked about this, DFW. Velo is headquartered in Houston. Thank you for that like. Welcome in, everybody, to Pips Planespotting Live Nighttime. So glad to see everyone. Just waiting for KLM and our A330 to get rolling and this Alaska to get rolling, too. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Jackson. Very cool. Appreciate that. Look at that. Alaska gets cut in front of by our Airbus there from Delta. So that is Delta 2176, the evening departure to Jackson Hole, Wyoming. All right, the PSAT, good for you, dude. And thank you for that like and the support. No worries, dude. Get some rest, DFW. You got a future to plan for. Yep, just under an hour. Nice, Infidel. Good wordplay there. And Alaska is still with us, even though D Beast is dead. There we go. Now we're rolling. Off to Seattle on the 737-800. There's time to repent. Nah, 800 series. All right. So I'm waiting to catch, see if no way, man. CRJ for life needs a hug. He's obviously been alone for too long. He needs to start his job soon. Are your ERJ 175 departing there? Sweet, Jackson. That's pretty cool. Oh, there's our KLM. I've got our KLM right there. Yeah, DFW, I think we're going to end it after our KLM or at 9:30, whichever comes first. Yeah, Jackson, make sure to join our Facebook page. I'll put the link on it here. Give me a second. Yeah, Jackson, you're welcome to post your photos on there. This place where we can get together and post our photos from wherever we're at in the aviation world. That's true. Okay. Thanks for the like and the support. I guess I should start an X. Okay. Well, I'll look into that. All right, KLM looks like it's second. First departing here looks like it will be Delta 2774 headed to San Antonio as I drop my phone on an Airbus A319. Well, You just tell them that, I'm from Minnesota and I got a job offer for Endeavor in Minnesota. So I think that's pretty easy to answer. Nothing personal. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't make it earlier for Nevada 1. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Infidel. That's exactly what I would say. I'd say, you know what? Totally understand. I just made the decision to be closer to home. Desert Dwight's like 40 minutes away. He's getting ready to land from New Orleans. He's using his internet on his Delta flight to message us. That is next level stuff right there. Hey, Timothy. All right, KLM's ready to roll. Well, shoot, Desert Dwight, I almost have to stay. I have to check to see where you're at, see if I have enough battery life left. Oh, and there's our A330 Neo. All right, ERB, get some rest, bud. Right now it is 9:23 local PM. Night, ERB, get some rest. Good to see you as always. There's our A330 Neo. Jet Dispatcher, I saw your message. Yeah, they're probably going to route them to the west side, sadly. Dang it. Take a miracle to give us the east side. Gambler, so nice to see you. Thanks for that like. That's a deep question, Gambler. I don't know if I know the answer to that. I'm going to say yes, just to move on. Here's our Southwest 737 departure. Gambler. Oy vey. Sweet Desert Dwight. We'll have to see where you're at, Desert Dwight. It's pretty cool. I don't know if you're following the conversation, everyone, but one of our good pit pals, Desert Dwight, is actually on a Delta flight right now, headed back from New Orleans, and checking to see where he's at. Says he just got into yep, there's his flight. I see it. He just got into Utah. So we'll see if I got the battery life, Desert Dwight. Now he's flying into New Orleans, from New Orleans into Salt Lake. There goes SkyWest 3774 off to Fresno. Then it's SkyWest 4045 to Palm Springs, and then Delta 50 to London Heathrow. Desert Dwight is more important than a test. Copy that, Desert Dwight. I think there's a good chance I will catch you land because you are arriving from the east arrival from the south. So here's 4045 departing to Palm Springs. You guys are something else. Yeah, I would plan on that Desert Dwight. I would most certainly plan on a bumpy descent because number one, you have the mountains, which usually create some turbulence, and then you've got a low pressure system um, over Utah, so it's very unsettled air. So yeah, I would buckle up. I would go with some light to moderate chop. Thanks for the likes and the support. And you can always reach me via email at pipsplainspotinglive@gmail.com. And here goes Delta 50 off to London Heathrow, our A330 Neo. Bright and early there. I don't know your username. I don't know which username. 545, huh? Off to London it goes. All right, sounds good, Desert Dwight. Well, since you mentioned it, I would feel bad if we didn't try and catch your arrival. Oh, 5:45 p.m. Okay, that sounds much better. Thank goodness. Yeah, I would agree with Infidel on that one. As somebody who started in community college, yeah. Granted, I ended up doing all right in college and have a degree, but scholarships help pay for school. That's a fact. We got Delta 4042 headed to Sun Valley, Idaho, and Delta 1503 on an A320 headed to Austin. But here is 4042 headed off to Sun Valley, Idaho. Oh, there's a C-17 on radar? That would be interesting. Well, most likely, if it does arrive here, it'll be on runway 35. So we'll just have to keep that in mind. Man, you're just full of good news, OK Aviation. Oh, that's sad. All right, our A320 headed off to Austin, Texas, the capital of Texas. Hey, Tony, thank you so much. Welcome in. We're so glad you could join us. Get some rest. Thank you, and we'll see you again, Tony. Take care. Heavy load going to Austin. Wow, CRJ just being a hater. I love it. Full on hater mode. Nice. That's right, Infidel. You tell him. Oh, I think we've got a moon appearance. You can actually see it moving between the clouds and the clouds moving. I am a geography nerd, that is for sure. There we go. Somebody was going to say it sooner or later, CRJ. %5. Yeah, you should get some rest, man. You got your future ahead of you. I, on the other hand, I don't have a job. So I can stay up all night. Yeah, I guess this technically is my job, so it's not a good paying job yet. I'll see if I can make it in case you missed it. Yeah. I don't know, though. I don't know if my battery's going to hold out. Stand by. All right, so we've got inbound to us United 8196 from Houston on a 737-700. Then we've got Delta 1643 on an Airbus A321. Then we got Delta 660 from Atlanta. Then it's Delta 1152. And let's see. Desert Dwight's is about 20 minutes out. Night, DFW. Sounds good. Look at that. CRJ is back. Oh, the Grand Junction Air Show. Probably not. I think I'm going to be in out of town that weekend. I don't know what username. Yeah, I know. Remind me when it is again. I think you said the 15th, right? Thank you for that like and welcome into Pip's Plane Spotting Live. Oh, I'm losing my mind. Yeah, the 14th and 15th. I'm definitely gonna be out of town. Yep. All right, so we get a host of arrivals back to back to back. I can see 4 airplanes deep on the arrival path. First up, United on that 737-700. It'll be just appearing just around the corner. I wish we would get A340s here, Jackson. No, okay, sorry, not coming to Tulsa. Eventually, I will be, especially when I move. If I do move back to Texas, I'll definitely be coming to Tulsa and OKC for sure. No question. Plus, I've always wanted a plane spot. I know this is weird at Tinker, but also Wiley Post because it seems like a busy general aviation airport. MSP, I've wanted to for a long time, but um, well, hey, maybe I'll come there for an interview. I did have an invite for Oshkosh, so it was crazy though with that crash and then the thunderstorm. So you got to get early if you got to get in early on the action if you're going to Oshkosh for sure. We get MD-11s. FedEx flies MD-11s and so does UPS. Typically, they'll come in Wednesday. Next up, our Delta arrival. All right, our Delta arrival. We got one departing, one arriving, one arriving, one departing. We'll focus in on the one departing. It's an A220 because we can hear the whale noise. I agree. There needs to be more horrible storms. I think we will get some for Denver. There usually is. Thank you for that like and the support. Sun Country doesn't, yes and no. They do a lot of charters here. I don't think they do regularly scheduled service. But they do a lot of charters. So Desert Dwight's going to be our last plane. So our New Orleans to Salt Lake City is going to be our last plane if the battery can hold out. So he's about 20 minutes away, 15, 20 minutes away. Infidel brought up a good question right there. Now we were talking, Infidel and I were talking about that the other day. I had no idea. It's like a 13,000 foot runway. Oh, got another whale. An A220 departure. Yeah, and the stream is going to just shut off when the camera dies. Yeah. But it's not the camera, Jackson. It's actually the computer. So the camera can usually give me about 3.5, 4 hours of battery life, which is really good. Totally an E175. I mean, is that even a question? No, because I totally prefer 175. All right. All right, giving you an update on Desert Dwight's plane. He is descending. He just passed over, is passing over Lehigh. He's about 10 to 12 minutes out, 10 to 15 minutes out. So we're just finishing up the broadcast here. Hopefully they'll land him on runway 34 right. As this one is landing, Delta arrival is landing on runway 737 on runway 35. All right, Carolina, get some rest, man. Well, thank you. Biggest plane I've been on is probably a Dreamliner. You had a great stream too, Carolina. Get some rest and we'll catch you again. Yep, Desert Dwight, we got an eye on you. It's just a question of, yeah, I've been on a Dreamliner and I've been on a A330. That's the biggest. No, that's not true. I've been on a 777 too when I flew to Germany. Oh, okay. I wish we did. That would be awesome. I love this 717, but no, those are primarily out of Detroit. We saw a ton of 717s when we were in Detroit. So much rain. Yeah, there's rain south of the field, but it hasn't gotten to us, Desert Dwight. All right. So Desert Dwight is now at 10,000 feet and looks like he's going to be headed towards runway 35 unless a miracle happens. I wish they would give me 34 right, but he will be, it looks like, if they keep the pattern, he'll be number 2 for arrival. So he will be the next one after this arrival right here. What? That's pretty awesome, Infidel. You never told me that. All right, okay. Take care, bud. Another 737 landing. Yeah, MSP also loves the 717. Yeah, Desert Dwight, if you're on the left side of the airplane, you can maybe see me on the 5th floor. Maybe. I'm wearing a gray jacket. So as soon as you land, I'm gonna end the broadcast. But Desert Dwight is next. on our arrival path. He will be the last plane we get in. Fifth floor of the parking garage, Jackson. Super easy to get to. Oh, it looks like we might be getting our wish here. I hope. Desert Dwight appears to be landing on runway 34, right, which is the closest one to the parking garage. Is how I'm seeing it, or maybe not. Oh no, they're sending him to 3. No, they're sending him to 3-4 left. What the heck? No. Desert Dwight, ATC sending you away from us. No. You're landing on 3-4 left. I was so hopeful. Wait, no. I'm sorry. Nope. Scratch that. Looks like they are. I was looking at another plane from Sacramento. You can tell it's been late. It's late. I've been on for a long time. All right. Delta 2410 is scheduled to land on our side. It is next. I see it in the distance. It looks like it's going to runway 35, though. So we'll zoom in on it. it's a first time. This is a first time spot. Hopefully soon. All right, Jackson, get some rest, bud. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again on the channel, on the live stream. Take care, dude. I have acquired Desert Dwight. He is in my sights. I see him, and he is my primary focus. Sorry, we skipped over that Frontier. Right on. Okay. He's right behind the wing. Oh, and I got the battery. So, yep, I'm just about out of battery. I got 10% left. So we're catching you and then we're getting out of here. I see you, Desert Dwight. I see your plane, I should say. It's coming into view now. Just about now. There it is. There is Desert Dwight coming back from New Orleans. I'll zoom in as far as I can. He's right behind the wing. Hopefully he catches us. There's Desert Dwight making an appearance. His plane. Okay. You got to stop coming back, man. Smooth landing for Desert Dwight. On the ground from New Orleans. Everybody say hi to Desert Dwight. And if you took a picture, Desert Dwight, just email it to pipsplainsspottinglive.com or pipsplainsspottinglive@gmail.com, or you can put it on the Facebook page. Desert Dwight is on the ground. All right, everybody. Whoops. So we'll follow him. But I just want to say a big thanks to everybody who joined the broadcast this evening, and welcome to Salt Lake City. But that does it for our broadcast. Episode 77 is in the books. Had a little technical issue at the beginning, but ended strong. And everybody have a fantastic evening. New Orleans, sorry, Jet Dispatcher. Everybody have a fantastic evening. And so glad that you could join our broadcast. Remember, here at Pip's Planespotting Live, we do one thing, and it's we make your streams come true. So everybody have a fantastic evening over here, New Orleans or Salt Lake City or Orlando, wherever you are in the world. Everybody have a fantastic evening and get some rest, and we'll talk to you again soon. Good night, everyone. Take care.